Hello and welcome into the channel, everybody. My name is Lulaboo and I am a cookie streamer, and today we are celebrating football a wee bit early, I realize, but you know what? It's because I will be busy celebrating my own Super Bowl Sunday in my own way at the bar, the way God intended. We are celebrating our Sunday football early today, and today we're having quite a menu, okay? So there is something that I have been craving for quite a bit of time. When I live nearby Stone Brewery, then they had built like this big garden area in the brewery where they have held beer tasting. Tally and I used to go to these beer tastings, and they would have really good snacks to eat too. So not only could you like have your pick and get trashed off of beer, or you know, actually be snobby about beer. Honestly, we were there because it was like our chance to get out of the house. We got to meet with friends who used to do it with us, coming together, and then we just happened to like have fun and get drunk at the same time, learn about beer. So anyway, so they had these food stands that they had coming out there, and it was really good. So anyway, they had pretzel wrapped hot dogs, and Jesus Christ, I want it again. So that's what we're making today. We're gonna attempt to wrap. We're gonna take dough, we're gonna make a pretzel dough, we're gonna let it proof, and then once it's done proofing, we're gonna roll it out, cut it into strips, and then wrap it around some bratwurst for our homies, because I would love to eat that again. So that is gonna be my devil meal today. We're gonna wrap some pretzel dough around some bratwursts, and we're gonna make some, you know, bratwurst magic happen. Anyway, so yes, we are celebrating the footballs a couple days early because, like I said, I have places to be, people to be with on Sunday for football. That is kind of like my last day that I get to have. Like, it's the last day of football, okay? Like, we have to go back to like non-football season. We're back to the off season of football after this, and I am not about it, okay? So I am fucking in love with Korean style fried chicken, okay? Like, that is my fucking jam right now, and I want to make it again. So we're gonna use up some potato starch, and we're gonna use that baby to try and see if we can't achieve ourselves with an air fryer crispy wing superiority. That's what I want. That's what I'm hoping will happen. We're still working with the air fryer to see how we can go about getting ourselves the most crispiest stuff imaginable / possible using you know, what we've got. So anyway, let's go ahead and start activating our instant yeast that we're gonna need. So we're gonna need 2 teaspoons instant yeast. Ooh, the house kind of shook that time. Yikes. Yikes, you guys, it's kind of bad right now. All right, so there's 1 teaspoon. Need another teaspoon. Ah, come on, get in. If no joke, by myself, if it was just me and the fam at home and we were just chilling out while the rain was pouring outside, abso-fucking-lutely. But right now, Rob is outside out there. My dog is outside out there. And so I will feel a lot better once they're home. It shook mine a bit. Right! Ooh, that was a particularly bad one. All right, so we're going in here. We're getting our full 2 teaspoons of instant yeast. Gonna make sure we have ourselves a nice, well-mixed set of yeast. So we're gonna add in the water. To the warm water is added together with the yeast, and I'm sitting here trying to use a plastic fork to like whisk it and let it dissolve into our water. So the brown sugar is gonna act kind of like gasoline to a fire. The yeast is going to propagate like crazy due to the presence of the sugar, and so it's gonna take that sugar and just kind of run with it. And the end result is going to be, hopefully, we're going to accumulate a nice froth at the top of this water source. So if we did this correctly and our yeast particles are alive, We're gonna end up with a yeast that's gonna be gonna give us a nice hockey puck of foam up top and give us a crazy ass yeast smell. If you don't have a strong yeast smell, then you're doing it wrong. Where's my little girl? Hello, I was so worried when the thunderstorm happened. Are you Oh, poor baby. Who's my little baby? Come here. She did not like it, did she? So let me put this here so you guys can see my little baby. Hello, come here. My princess. My little girl. My reason for living. Come here. Oh, who's my baby? Who's my baby girl? Yeah, it's getting loud over here. I'm pretty sure Princess Puppy Cakes doesn't want to go outside at the moment. We have our brown sugar, so while that's still activating, because our yeast still needs some more time to activate, let's go ahead and put in a 1/4 cup of a butter and put that to melt. So that means this is a half, okay, 1 stick of butter is 1/2 cup of butter. So that means we're gonna need 1/2 of a stick of butter for a 1/4 cup of butter. That is going into our pretzel recipe, so let's go ahead and get that working. First of all, doing some maintenance on Bert. I apologize, Bert, for letting you get a little dirty. I didn't mean for you to get so dirty like this. So we're gonna go ahead and do a little bit of a cleanup. You know, you want your KitchenAid and your just kitchen equipment in general to last quite a bit of a time. So that means taking the few minutes to really make sure you kind of clean up your mixer. I unfortunately did not clean him well last time, so I'm doing it now. A flash. That was a big flash. It's okay, baby. Let me give you a treat. Oh boy. Yeah, that shook the house too. The power goes out. You guys know why. Okay. Oh, the butter. Butter's good. Now it's got to cool down. So butter's got to cool off. Put it off the heat and put it up there. We don't need it necessarily. Well, we kind of need it right now, but we can wait a little bit on putting it in for a sec. All right, so we're going in here. We have our melted butter. I want to show you guys that our yeast has propagated like crazy. Look at that hockey puck on top is like almost to the top of the measuring cup. So we got to get rolling in on our next phase of our plan here. We're gonna go ahead and add in our salt. It says 1 teaspoon of salt. We're gonna go ahead and go 1.5 because I am not using salted butter. I'm using unsalted butter, which means we're gonna need more salt in here. So I'm gonna go 1.5 teaspoons. Okay, 1.25. All right, so this should have given plenty of time for our yeast, for our butter to cool down a bit. So this is all going into our bowl here. We're gonna start adding in our butter first so that it'll cool with the side of the bowl. All right, so there's that. I'm gonna go ahead and punch down this foam really quick, stir it up, and then add that in. So now we have our liquid ingredients first. I'm going to mix that together really quick, and then we're going to go ahead and add in our dry ingredients. All right, so what we're doing here is we're just doing a drop dough thing. So we're just adding all of our ingredients together at the same time. Now I add the liquid first before the dry ingredients go in, because that way we avoid what I like to call the nasty ass crusty ring around the bottom of the bowl. That usually ends up happening if you put the dry ingredients down first. So put the liquid in the bottom of the bowl first, and then put the dry on top, and then mix it all together. No crusty ring around the bottom. Yay. All right, cool beans. So here we go, getting started on making our dough. That's all you need really for pretzel recipes. It's not that the ingredients are like heavy intensive for pretzels. The problem is that we have to do an extra step. We have to start boiling water with baking soda in it so that we can kind of get that pretzel color thing going on. And we're gonna boil our bratwurst wrapped in pretzel dough so we can make sure we get that pretzel color happening. It's happening. Our dough, get our flour and water turning into a beautiful dough. Eventually, a beautiful baby dough. Eventually. It's still a shaggy mess right now, but with everything, you just kind of have to have some patience. So, buckle in, get comfortable. You're going to be here for a while. I will be mesmerizing you all evening. You will not have a choice but to stay. As soon as the pretzel dough goes into the proofer, we're gonna bake. We're gonna go ahead and chop up some chicken and bake that off for Towley. Okay, so let's go ahead and audit our dough here. Nice, soft dough. Very warm. Feels nice. We're gonna go ahead and let it keep kneading for a second. I'm just giving it a break so that the gluten strands don't rip. We're gonna let that rest for a second, like maybe 2 or 3 minutes, so that we can let those gluten strands relax. All right, here we go. So we've had time for the dough to relax, so hopefully we'll see less tearing. I'm at the number 1, like I'm not even past the first setting for the dough. So now it's more wobbly wobbly, less tightly wrung. It's still gonna get tight again, just not right now. So we're just giving it enough time. Knead for several minutes until the dough bounces back when poked. So we're gonna give it like a couple more minutes. Move dough to lightly greased bowl, cover lightly with plastic wrap, set in a warm place. All right, so we're gonna use our old bowl here that we just used for it. We're gonna spray it down with some non-stick spray. Actually, I can just leave it in the bowl that it's in right now. What am I doing? That's fine. All right, so we gotta let this bulk ferment, which means that it's gotta like do its double in size thing. We're going to make pretzel dough, and we're gonna wrap it in. We're gonna wrap that pretzel dough in a bratwurst. Thank you so much, Bert. You are amazing as usual. So I'm just going in here, kneading this just a bit. All right, so we're going in here. We're taking our pretzel dough, which is nice and soft. And does it bounce back when I push it? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It bounces back when I push it. We are in good shape here. So we're gonna go ahead and let this relax. We're gonna put it back in our bowl from the mixer. All right, so here is our dough. We're gonna go ahead and cover it with a dishcloth because this is a tall enough bowl. It's not gonna touch the top, and I can just use a dish towel instead of saran wrap, which is what I usually use. Go ahead and put this boiling pot of water at the bottom of the oven. Top of the oven, top rack of the oven's gonna have our dough. Computer set a pretzel timer for 30 minutes. Set of party wings, so those are going in. I did buy the other wings that are not party wings, so I gotta go ahead and make those cut up. Cut those up. We need to break these apart. Oh wow, we did not get good wings because of this. So anyway, the wingtips we don't need, but we're gonna have to separate the meat from the bone on the other ones. I'm sorry, we're gonna have to separate the joint bones on the other ones, so we're gonna go ahead and take care of that right now. All right, so we're gonna be getting rid of the joint piece here. So we wanna get rid of we're sticking the knife. We're gonna pop out and dislocate the joint so that we can get rid of the small wing. We don't really need that. If you want to make chicken stock, you can totally use chicken stock and make use these things to make chicken stock. Totally fine to do so. Same thing with this side. I'll cut up the wing till we reach like that intersection. I'll pop it apart and then find out where we can dislocate it, and then right in between those two joints is where we make our incision. So here's our wings going in, and that's what we're going to be doing. So we don't pop it down. For you guys, the joints is not in this one too. There we go. Yeah, so we're going to pop it in. Yes. We're doing next grab. That's all after I pop it on the rails. Just a little extra thing. That's the deal. Okay, so going in, find those joints. Between each joint piece, and here's the go. It's a lot easier to do that way. You're sitting there. Can't find any just going to go. You're crazy. You're smart enough harder to find that place. Find that on those. You're not sitting there. Taking your knife too. Unreasonable things. No. Yes. Okay. This is my last football until August, so I'm going to wait about doing streams on Sunday. Which I say football anyway. It's the last day of football after that. I consider doing Sunday streams. Maybe. I enjoy having time off, days off, not streaming, so I have to really consider whether or not I want to do Sunday stream something this morning. You know, streaming things I want to do, whatever. I'm going to get variables like games and cooking. Is one of these things I might be. Oh yeah, go Pat. Go Pat. I'm supporting my friend Parties again. So he's a Pat fan, so therefore I'll support my friend that will share on the videos for my buddy who is a huge fan. All right. Here is our chicken wings that we're going to be working with. So we're going to be putting those in our air fryer. I have to get some stuff together. We're going to need garlic, so I already brought that out. Where's the ginger? Here, let me show everything. I mean, with my hand, I don't understand. I mean, just wash them, peel them, even to the top. There we go. We're doing really good here with this. I'm just trying to get a good mince on. That's all. We have here our chicken. We're gonna go ahead and grab that potato starch. Great. Hope you have had or going to have a great day. All right, so then there's this. Cool. Let's put some non-stick spray on the basket because that was our problem last time as well. Oh, we have to make our sauce, huh? All right, we have to make our we have to make our sauce while this cooks. Put that there. So here's my potato starch. Honestly, you should be sifting this and breading them individually, but I'm gonna see if this works. So we're gonna get all of our chicken wings salted and peppered, which we already did, coated in that ginger, which we did, and you know I put garlic in there because I made a mistake, and it's not a bad mistake. So we're just adding in our wings, and then while these are cooking, we have to make our sauce. We got the toaster oven. We have the toaster oven setting. Yeah, you can see it a bit better. The light kind of kills it though. Sorry. Speaking of spray, I brought olive oil and olive oil spray the other day. First time ever cooking with it, and like so much better than vegetable oil. I know, right? Oh, it's so good. And we add everything else that we need. So we're gonna have some spiciness. This is our Korean fried chicken sauce that we're gonna put on our wings when we're done. Yeah, 1/4 cup soy sauce. So let's go ahead and put this in. I turned off the heat for a second. That's why we're doing Korean fried chicken again. Okay, then the 1/2 cup of corn syrup going in. So this doesn't have to cook very long. So now that the corn syrup's in there, it's kind of a binding agent for everything else. So we're gonna mix this all together. So I'm trying not to let this cook too far yet until I have all the ingredients we need in here. Come on, get in there. You know, it'd be easier with a whisk, but I'm gonna just use the quick wrist flick of my spoon here. Should just bring it all together anyway with the heat. A little more difficult when it's cold, but don't worry about it. Okay, did I get all the ingredients together now? Finally, is that everything we needed? Can I turn this up so it can all cook together, reduce down? We're waiting for this to kind of reduce down to a consistency. That'll stick a little bit to the chicken. I want to make a sauce that's going to be goopy enough to just kind of absorb into our crispy Korean wings that we are making. I think we're there. It's gonna go a little bit longer. I'm looking for like a crazy sticky back of the spoon test. Yeah, we're there. Just one more high temperature cook here for like 30 seconds. Because when it cools off, when it cools down, it's gonna be like way less sticky. All right, we're there. If it turns out that you made it too sticky and it's just kind of like clumping, then you're gonna have to reheat it with water and let it get back down to like loosey-goosiness and just kind of work your way back. So we do have a good crispy factor. I'm just worried. I don't think that I hope that the wings are cooked. So these things are crispy on this side, yes, I guess. We're gonna flip them all over though. So anyway, they have the crispy edges on the outside, which means that's a good thing. We're gonna go ahead and let them get crispy on the other side too. And then once they're completely crispy, we're gonna coat them in the, we're gonna go ahead and coat them, in that sauce we just made. We're in good shape right now. Let's go ahead. It looks like I might have to finish the wings. It looks like I'm gonna have to finish the wings so that I can get that out of the way and we can work on the hot dogs. And then while the pretzel dogs are going, oh, we have to like bake that. We have to boil them. I have to boil some water with baking soda in it. 2/3 cup baking soda and 10 cups of water. Whatever the recipe says, that's what we're gonna do. So while they're fresh from the fryer or whatever you're doing with them, you're supposed to coat them with the sauce fresh from being cooked. Fry once. Because the double fry method I think only works with the oily stuff. So anyway, let's go ahead and give ourselves our first coat to our wings with half the amount of the sauce. Right. So it's nice and gloopy. You can notice that the sauce is nice and gloopy, so you know it's gonna stick to the ridges of our crispy ridges of our chicken. And so you just tumble them around. Oh, that's nice. That's some wings. Yeah, toot mother truckers. All right, let's make our dough. Good to go. Let's go ahead and par bake those brats right now. So I'm gonna grab my small sheet tray. Let's put that in right now. We're gonna let those suckers bake for about 15 minutes, so we know at least they're gonna be cooked. They're gonna have to bake for another 12 minutes in the oven, so that's gonna be like 30 minutes total. Should be enough time for those brats. Hi, princess. Oh, did you smell that chicken breast and come all the way down here? Rain or shine, thunderstorm or not, my little princess is gonna come down for some foods. Computer, set a Bratwurst timer for 15 minutes. You guys ready? Ba, 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 ba. This It's huge. That certainly puffed up 2 times its size, and we gave it a good 30 minutes. All right, so we have a nice dough that we're just a tiny bit of flour because this is not very a sticky dough. All right, so I'm gonna just try and get rid of the sloppy edges out here and make sure we have nice clean edges everywhere. I'm gonna anyway. Try to correct it. And I'm gonna start this a little bit after I cut it, lightly. Okay. I know what this looks like, guys. I know what this looks. We can do it next time, not today. So we're kind of I'm trying to fuse all this together. And we're gonna boil it. So we'll leave that there. Let's wrap the rest. We're gonna go ahead and boil these out. Computer, set a timer for 30 seconds. Should do more than one at a time, honestly. Okay, sweetie, have a good stream. Thank you. What? Lightning? Oh, okay. Yeah, because you can still see the sunset. Computer, stop. Okay. Okay. All right, so egg wash, and then collected a salt, Okay. So this is going in the oven for 12 minutes. Honestly, well, we'll see how long it takes. We're gonna see what happens when we're done. All right, guys, tell me what you think. I think they look pretty darn delicious. Pretzel wrapped hot dogs. I think it turned out pretty well. I think the one on the bottom right is going to be the one we're going to take a picture with. It looks delicious. I think we did pretty good. This is the idea I wanted to go to. I wanted to wrap our bratwurst in the pretzels and make this kind of a pretzel bun thing happen. I thought it would be a really neato idea. You know, just a zhuzhed up pigs in a blanket, as it were. This one is like mummified, barely sticking out at the ends. But it turned out really good. I think this one's good for pictures. This one. It's really good. Nice. I like it. They look great. You look great. Let's go for this one. This one is our sacrificial lamb. It looks delicious. This color is amazing. I think we did a really good job, you guys, and I'm very proud of this. You guys should be proud. We did this together, and hopefully it tastes good. Okay, so cover them in mustard. Oh, so glad we part cooked. I'm so glad we part cooked the sausage. Really good. Mmm. 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 Bratwurst with pretzel and then the hot mustard trifecta. I'm in fucking heaven right now. This is how you eat some football food. I've enjoyed everything about today, you guys. It has been such a great day. I am shiny faced and gross. I have to clean up my kitchen. It's a little bit crazy in here. So guys, I have some shit to do right now. Thank you so much for everybody being here. And I'm gonna slowly eat the rest of my hot dog, my bratwurst and pretzel here with my sausage. So that's what I'm gonna be doing right now. I'll see you guys later. Bye.